Modern warfare has given us some incredibly advanced technology. Everything from attack helicopters to heavy artillery. But when it comes to ground forces, the main battle tank is a crucial asset, delivering heavy firepower and providing support for infantry and other ground forces. Get ready to check out some incredible, advanced main battle tanks from around the world. Israel's Leopard 2A7+, next-generation main battle tank is 60 tons of advanced composite armor and modular armor that increases frontal protection and has 360-degree protection against rocket-propelled grenades and mines. It is armed with an FLW-200 modular remote-controlled light weapon station that provides the tank with active self-defense against smaller vehicles or ground troops. It can be outfitted with either a 120mm L55 or L44 smoothbore gun, which can fire programmable HE rounds. If this tank gets into a close firefight, it can shred targets with its 7.62 machine gun, its 40mm grenade launchers, or its 50 caliber machine gun. If it gets into trouble and is painted with a guided missile laser, the radar detection warning sounds, and smoke grenade launchers fire grenades concealing the tank within minutes. An MTU MB873 diesel engine powers the tank and provides 1,500 horsepower and able to reach a top speed of almost 45 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest tanks over flat terrain. There are many other features of this tank that are classified, but with a price tag of $5.74 million, expect it to have cutting-edge technology. South Korea's 54-ton K2 Black Panther is being called a serious contender when it comes to the MBT, and it's definitely needed because North Korea has one of the largest tank armies in the world. The K2 Black Panther is deadly in battle, combining an auto-loaded L55 120mm smoothbore main gun that can fire 10 rounds per minute. The ammo for the gun is loaded in a 16-shell magazine, and the tank can carry 40 rounds in total. To combat small enemy vehicles, it has a 12.7mm K6 heavy machine gun and a 7.62 coaxial machine gun. In battle, this tank takes full advantage of its advanced fire control system, linked to an extremely high-frequency radar system, and a traditional laser rangefinder and crosswind sensor. The system is capable of lock-on mode, and it can acquire and track enemy targets up to a 6-mile range using a thermographic camera. Being locked on the target allows the tank to accurately fire and hit enemy vehicles, including low-flying drones or aircraft, while the tank is moving. This tank can effectively hunt down other tanks using its primary tank munition, the APF SDS Kinetic Energy Penetrator. Heat chemical energy rounds provide the tank excellent offensive capability, allowing it to attack unarmored and lightly armored vehicles on the ground. And it can also take out low-flying helicopters. It is also armed with the Korean Smart Top Attack Munition, a fire-and-forget anti-tank ammunition special on the Black Panther. It is launched as a kinetic energy projectile from the main gun and can travel up to 5 miles. When it reaches its designated target area, a parachute deploys, giving onboard radar, infrared, and radiometer sensors time to seek and acquire an enemy target. When a target is found, an explosively formed penetrator is fired from a top-down position to exploit the weaker upper armor. The armor of the K2 Black Panther is classified, but it has been claimed that the front armor is strong enough to withstand a 120mm penetrator round, fired from an L55 gun, although it doesn't say at what range. Explosive reactive armor blocks cover the tank, and there is a soft-kill anti-missile system, along with a radar warning receiver and radar jammer, including 4 laser warning receivers, letting the crew know if there is a laser painted on their tank. To help it move into battle quickly is a 12-cylinder water-cooled diesel engine that puts out 1,500 horsepower and gives the K2 Black Panther a top speed of 43 miles an hour across country. At $8.5 million per unit, it's definitely loaded with advanced tech. The Russian T14 Armada is a next-generation Russian main battle tank that has an awesome futuristic appearance. Weighing in at just 52.91 US tons, it's a lot lighter than the competition, and that begs the question, Does it have enough armor to stand up in battle? And exactly what is it using that makes it so light? It appears that the Armada T14 is using explosive reactive armor around most of the hull and turret, while slat armor covers the rear engine deck. This armor is a lot lighter and cheaper than other conventional composite type armor like the Chobham armor. The Armada is fitted with many super advanced features that have never been implemented in another operational main battle tank. The crew of 3 ride side by side in the hull, and the main turret is remotely controlled using an array of cameras mounted all around the tank so that its crew can see all directions while sitting safely inside the armored shell. It has improved passive armor and an active protection system called the Afghanet Active Protection System, which is probably like the Abrams trophy system. Some features of this tank are top secret, but from photographs, we can see it has a number of advanced sensors, communications, and fire control systems compared to its predecessors. It's packing a 125mm 2A82 1M smoothbore cannon that can fire different types of shells. The tank can carry 45 rounds, 32 of those in the autoloader. Secondary armament consists of 12.7mm Cord machine gun and a 7.62mm PKTM machine gun. It's powered by a 2,000 horsepower diesel engine, fitted to a 12-speed automatic transmission, and can reach a top cross-country speed of 56 miles per hour. Production for this tank is stopped, and Russia will only end up with 100 tanks due to funding and the Armada's ballooning design costs. The Kremlin was going to order 2,300 Armada T14 MBTs, but have decided the money is better spent updating the T90M or T-72s, of which the former Soviet Union has many of these. But look forward to this tank becoming the base for more advanced technology in the future. The newest and most potent armored combat vehicle is the United States Army and U.S. Marine Corps M1A2 SEP V3 Abrams MBT, which is an upgrade for the M1A1. Operated by a crew of 4, a commander, a driver, a loader, and a gunner, this is one of the most feared tanks in the world. It is armed with Rheinmetall M256 120mm smoothbore cannon, able to fire M829A4 advanced kinetic energy rounds, and an advanced multipurpose, or AMP rounds, to defend armored personnel carriers and low-flying attack aircraft like the Apache attack helicopter, which you can sync up with to locate enemy targets. The tank features a low-profile Common Remotely Operated Weapon System, or CROWS, that consists of a 12.7mm machine gun and a 7.62mm M240 machine gun mounted coaxially with the main gun so it can shred targets with a spray of lead. The Abrams tanks are built with line-replaceable modules that can be easily swapped out, making maintenance a snap, and armor modules can be added or removed depending on the situation. It is also equipped with the Trophy Active Protection System, nicknamed Hard Kill, that combines radar with launchers that shoot bursts of metal pellets, much like a shotgun, that can destroy incoming anti-tank rockets and missiles before they have a chance to hit the tank directly. This creates a virtual shield around the tank in all directions. This system adds another ton to the now 69-ton plus tank. The current version costs around $6 to $7 million per tank. Don't get too comfortable thinking this is it. The U.S. Army is already looking at the M1A2D SEP V4 upgrades to be tested by 2021, which will include all kinds of neat advanced technology that you'll hear about here. So make sure to subscribe so you won't miss anything. It's quite possible that an entirely new platform will be adopted, with incredibly powerful futuristic weapons and new track systems like these amazing concepts. You'll see them here first, so make sure you subscribe so you won't miss it. The 65-ton Merkava Mark IV is the most recent variant of Israel's Merkava, or Chariot, main battle tank. It is fitted with removable module armor used on all sides, including the top, and a V-shaped belly armor pack for the underside. This special modular armor allows damaged tanks to be rapidly repaired and returned to the battlefield. Rear armor on the Merkava 4 is thinner, so to make up for this, chains with iron balls are attached to the rear of the turret, that can detonate incoming projectiles before they hit the main armored hull. This tank is unique in that there are no loader's hatch in the turret roof. The reason for this is that any aperture in the turret roof increases the risk of penetration by anti-tank guided missiles, or those kinetic weapons that fire straight down on their targets that we talked about earlier. Main gun rounds are stored in individual fireproof canisters, reducing the chance of them exploding during a fire inside the tank. Another awesome feature of this tank is that the turret is electrically powered, unlike other MBTs that use hydraulic systems that have flammable liquids which can ignite if the turret is penetrated. In battle, Merkava 4 uses its MG253 120mm main gun that can fire a variety of ammunition, including heat and sabot rounds, like the APF SDS Kinetic Energy Penetrator, a small diameter projectile designed to pierce through enemy armor. These are fired from a semi-automatic revolving magazine loaded with 10 rounds that can quickly make Swiss cheese of enemy armor, allowing heavier explosive rounds to penetrate and rip open the target. Mounted on top of the Merkava is a 12.7mm machine gun for use against other smaller enemy vehicles. It can be aimed and operated with the main gun. To top off all that firepower is an internally mounted 60mm mortar. To help it get out of a nasty situation quickly, the Merkava 4 has a 1500 horsepower turbocharged diesel engine, allowing it to reach around 40 miles per hour on flat terrain. Its new state-of-the-art fire control system allows it to shoot down enemy helicopters that try to sneak up on it. Many experts regard it to be the world's greatest tank, and it can be sold to other countries for $4.5 million per unit, and it's quite an impressive piece of hardware for sure. Before we finish, we want to ask our viewers if we should have a tank war. How about the M1 Abrams versus the Russia's new T14 Armada? Who would win? Should we create a video? Let us know and tell us what you thought about these tanks. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll know if a standoff is on the way. High noon. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.